across the South Coast, live from Solent University. You're listening to Solent Sports News.
Good afternoon. It's 3 o'clock. I'm Max Freeman, and these are your Solent Sports News headlines. Former FIFA president Sepp Blatter and ex-head of UEFA Michel Platini have been cleared of corruption in a Swiss court. The charges go back to a £1.75 million payment from football's world governing body to Platini in 2011. Sports journalist Jasper Rowland joins us live now to discuss the matter. Jasper, what is the latest?
So, the biggest scandal in football history has concluded this morning, with both Blatter and Platini cleared of their corruption charges. An appeals court near Basel in Switzerland cleared the case over a payment of 2 million Swiss francs, which equates to £1.6 million, which Blatter made to Platini in 2011. Both men have consistently denied any wrongdoing. Swiss prosecutors then accused Blatter and Platini of deceiving FIFA over the payments to Platini, alleging forgery and fraud. They said the payment had no legal basis. Blatter said that he had asked Platini to work as his advisor in 1998, and at the time, FIFA could not afford the 1 million Swiss francs annual fee requested by Platini. They instead agreed on a reduced annual fee of 300,000 francs, with the rest paid later on. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Jasper, for that report. Thomas Tuchel secured his second victory as England head coach. England won comfortably 3-0 last night against Latvia and beat Albania 2-0 on Friday night. Solent reporter Lloyd Stevens went out to find more about Tuchel's fast start with England.
It's Reece James. There it is. It's absolute top class from Reece James. Patrick, the last time they met here. Here is Lewis Skelly trying to get in behind. He's done just that. Tapped it in, and it's the perfect debut.
BBC correspondent John T. Coleman spoke to me about England's World Cup qualifying campaign thus far.
Yeah, obviously I think that it's two good results for England. Appreciate that they're not playing great nations to start off with, but it's 2 wins, it's 2 clean sheets, which is really the best they could have hoped for, to be honest. Perhaps there might be the argument that you might have wanted to see a few more goals.
He then went on to talk about the positive and negatives of the last 2 games.
I guess that there's a couple of interesting selections. I'm baffled that, well, I sort of get the logic behind it, but I'm still very surprised to see Jordan Henderson in the England squad and to see him get minutes in both games. There was certainly more positivity. I think if you look at the nature of players who were picked, there's players like Morgan Rogers, Marcus Rashford. Obviously, he's perhaps not been delivering the goals, but he's shown promise for Aston Villa.
I went out to find a football fan's opinion on Tuchel and whether he has what it takes to bring football home.
I mean, at the end of the day, I think he will. I think it's the next stage for his career. So I think it's his chance to, prove himself, where maybe he's not fulfilled his potential at other clubs because they got rid of him too soon.
Someone else I spoke to had a very strong opinion on the 2 matches and wasn't very impressed thus far.
In addition, the substitutions I thought were just absolutely terrible. Jordan Henderson, I mean, why? What are you doing?
Tuchel is finding his feet as an international manager. He was very happy after his win yesterday, but says there could still be improvements.
A little bit more structured, still a higher rhythm, more penetration in the opponent's box, more runs off the ball, put our standards higher to more repetition of the same patterns.
Lloyd Stevens there with that report. Southampton have had 9 first-team players away on international duty, including Aaron Ramsdale and Jan Bednarek, with the latter beating Malta 2-0 with Poland last night. Yuki Sugawara started for Japan in a goalless draw with Saudi Arabia this morning, as they've already booked their place in the upcoming World Cup. World Athletics have approved for the introduction of swab tests in the female category. The tests are used to be used for determining female eligibility in their events. President of World Athletics, Lord Sebastian Coe, talks about the decision made by the governing body.
Not just talking about the integrity of female women's sport, but actually guaranteeing it. And this, we feel, is a really important way of providing confidence and maintaining that absolute focus on the integrity of competition.
Hampshire have been playing in a friendly match against Middlesex at the Utility Bowl before their county championship campaign starts. Cricket correspondent Huzaifa Yousafzai is at the Utility Bowl now and can give us the latest.
Thank you very much, Max Freeman. I am at the Utility Bowl, and the run scoring has really dried up for Hampshire. They've only just about reached 101 for 8 after 51 overs. Noah Cornwall bowling from one end, drying up the runs, maiden after maiden, and the spinner, new signing Zafar Gahar for Middlesex, is on at the other end, spinning a web around the Hampshire batters. As for Hampshire, they have new signings of their own, having nicked ex-England opener Mark Stoneman from the London club. But more interestingly, there is one particular new signing that the Hampshire lot are very keen to see. Here's what they had to say about it.
Well, I've really liked watching Sonny Baker bowl. I've got to say, he bowls quick, 90 miles an hour, and it's good fun to watch. So I think, you're going to be looking forward to him watching. If he stays fit, then he'll do very well this year.
Well, what I've seen him so far, he looks as if he could be quite a good acquisition, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Sonny looks quality, to be honest. He looks quick. He's really up for it. Really fired up in the games. He's bowling express pace in these couple of friendlies, and should hopefully be a good addition to the bowling attack.
Oh, Sonny Baker's super exciting, isn't he? I mean, the little bits that we've seen of him so far, he bowls rapid. He's got a really good energy about him, so that's going to be exciting to see.
Huzaifa Yousafzai reporting live, and with that report there. Emma Raducanu has reached the quarter-finals at the Miami Open after defeating Amanda Amenisova. It's Raducanu's first WTA 1000 quarter-final appearance, where she'll face world number 4, Jessica Pelusia. The former US Open champion said she was happy with her performance in the round of 16.
I think it was also important to kind of keep the balance of being aggressive, because if you just stayed offensive the whole time, I got found out a couple of times, but I was happy with how I kind of took that on board and then kept going for my shots as well. And it's really difficult, but I'm happy with how I'm moving on these courts and feeling pretty good.
Liverpool right back Trent Alexander-Arnold is keen to join Real Madrid, with contract talks expected to finalise soon. The 26-year-old is set to make his 350th appearance against Everton next week. Football correspondent Cameron Jarvis can give us the latest. Cam, what's the situation with Alexander-Arnold?
Yes, thank you, Max. Well, talks for Real Madrid to sign Trent Alexander-Arnold now are getting very close. They've been in talks now for a while. Of course, Real Madrid were available from January to speak to him. Per the Premier League rules, that players, when there's 6 months left on their contract, they are free to talk with other clubs and to potentially sign on a free. It is expected now for him to join Real Madrid in the summer, and it's going to be a big loss for Liverpool. It's their vice-captain. It's a 24-year stay at the club for Trent Alexander-Arnold, so it will be a massive loss. But it is now looking very close that he will join Los Blancos in the summer. Back to you.
Thank you very much there, Cameron, for that report. The Velocity Wessex Cup semi-final will take place at Test Park tonight. Millbrook will host high-flying AFC Portchester, who are unbeaten in their last 24 games. The winner will face either Hamble or Fareham in early May. The National Women's Soccer League has opened an investigation after Orlando Pride striker Barbara Banda received hateful language from a fan. The incident occurred in Orlando's 2-0 victory over Gotham City on Sunday. The NWSL have said this behaviour is unacceptable and has no place in our league or in our stadiums. Red Bull could be swapping their drivers around ahead of next week's Japanese Grand Prix. Japan's Yuki Tsunoda could be moved up from Red Bull's junior team, replacing New Zealander Liam Lawson. British racing driver Billy Munger says he hopes Lawson gets more time to impress.
There was a lot of effort made by Red Bull as a team to bring Liam Lawson into that seat alongside Max Verstappen. So to think that after 2 race weekends, they're already looking at his future, it's hard to comprehend. But equally, Liam knows that the performances he's put in so far haven't been good enough.
Former UFC heavyweight champion Cain Velasquez has received a 5-year prison sentence for attempted murder. Velasquez pleaded no contest to attempted murder, felony assault and other related gun charges last August. Northern Ireland and Wales are both in action tonight, with the latter taking a trip down to North Macedonia. The Dragons will be aiming to top their group with a win tonight. Wales are seen as favourites, but manager Craig Bellamy had his say on this.
I never see us as an underdog. I'm not an underdog. I've never been an underdog. I will not accept that. So being a favourite is actually, I hope so. It doesn't mean we take it for granted.
A new 63,000-seater stadium will be built in preparation for the 2032 Olympic Games in Brisbane. It's set to replace the iconic Gabba Stadium, the home of Australian cricket, following the Games. The Gabba was built in 1895, hosting 67 men's test matches, and will be a staple piece in cricket history. That's all from us today. Remember, you can keep up to date 24 hours a day on our website, which is solentsportsnews.com.